So our first order of business here is to head back to the Lost Shrine. We will then run through a bunch of shades, finish up some bone simple box puzzles, and fight a big armor guy. We'll then get the keystone, and move on. You've seen this all before. So, you might be asking, what's the point of doing this again? Why should I show you this instead of just skipping to, say, the actual ending, which has already been, proven to be different? Well, see, the thing is, you can't just do the endings for a second run. It's not how it works.
The Lost Shrine is at the other end of this cave.
And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond.
Let us make haste.
There are some aspects of this run that are a bit different from what we've already seen. For instance, this transition. Yeah, that transition didn't happen last time. You might have also noticed something a little bit important about it. That being that we can understand shades now. Not all of them. Not most of them, as a matter of fact. But due to the structure of this, the way the game introduces this is basically from Kaine's perspective. And as it turns out, she can understand shades. She has always been able to understand shades. Obviously, she wasn't there for that scene, but the basic idea being that now that we've gone through the game, we've more or less earned the right to see the other side of the story. And murder them all over again. That having been said, I get the honest feeling that some of this is gonna suck. Fortunately, since we've seen most of the things, we just power straight through any dungeon we encounter. Okay, we, mostly power through. I do take some unfortunate and long tangents to kill things for no good reason. Sure, I learned my lesson after this one, because this is completely unnecessary. And took a lot longer than I had anticipated. And resulted in a trope that I already have the maximum number of. On the other hand, this particular playthrough has made me, I guess, change my style of fighting a little bit more, keeping it more diverse. Which I guess is good. Of course, having gone back in time, the Shadow Lord has reset his devious box puzzles. The Fiend. And they, work about as well as they ever did. This would be a lot more sinister and obstacle.
This is all too easy.
Jump my own height. I never liked this one. The big reason for that is that it defies all my sense of symmetry. Technically, you could organize it to be symmetrical as far as box placement goes, but the colors will never line up. The brown is not the blue, it's not the same. I mean, it looks like they should line up, but they can never line up. And that was the Shadow Lord's plan all along. Offend my sensibilities. I knew he was evil.
Who are these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety shades.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
Right. There's the other gimmick for our run here. Not only can we hear some of the shades, we can also hear Kane's shade. If you read her dreams, you would know that his name is Tyron. And Tyron is, how do I put he's a jackass. He is a goddamn jackass. He is far and away one of the most irredeemable characters in the game, and it's great. He's also with us now. So obviously, though we can't participate in conversations freely, we will be getting his commentary on some of the events as they occur. I'm excited. For some reason, I thought this door wouldn't automatically open. You had to kill everything in the vicinity before it would. I believe that when you do this dungeon the first time, this actually won't open. And a subsequent door a bit later on doesn't open, so I just kind of assumed this one was the same. I was wrong. This time. It's a rarity, I know. was just a clusterfuck right there. What's even going on? I don't believe I've seen her do that spin attack before. That was interesting. And around there is a boss. Mini boss. Whatever. This guy really proves how effective shade armor actually is. In case you hadn't noticed already. Of course, even just fighting those warrior shades, they took significantly more damage when they had the armor on. The armor would not come off. This guy, despite being huge and having ostensibly a bigger health bar, oh, well, he's unarmored, so he goes down pretty quick. It doesn't give me anything worthwhile, so that was a waste of time. Oh dear. I think that was us.
Kaine, Emil, I want you to... Look, I'm sorry, alright?
Sorry for what?
I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
I wish everyone felt the same way.
Emil.
It's alright, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun, in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough! I got a fucking image to maintain.
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick him aside.
Oh. They are kind of helpless puppies, aren't they? Being broken and incomplete, oh. Wow, I retroactively feel like an asshole. Oh well, sorry. Wordsmith up there pops when you've got about 50% of the words there, and I say about because it's a little bit glitchy. Sometimes you go up to 54, sometimes it pops up before 50. Anyway, there it is. Settings for babies. hear it, it's distorted English.
What's going on?
It's the exact same the first time you run in here, too. It's not something they added for ending B. In fact, if you listen real careful to a lot of the Shade dialogue, you'll realize that a lot of it actually is just distorted English. A real nice touch.
Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
I hate to tell you this, Gretel, but, it's your fault you broke the ceiling. Just saying.
Foolish creatures, you cannot hope to best me!
These little bastards just keep coming!
These creatures cannot abide the sun. Lure them into the light!
And I'd tell you this, Vice, but I'm pretty sure they're all dead.
Felled the beast.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it! Damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Glad to have you on board, Tyrant. So obviously Gretel has, risen up from our last attack, not out of loyalty to the Shadow Lord, but because of his friends. That's so sweet. He's relying on the power of friendship to save him. It's like how the heroes usually do it. Too bad the power of friendship isn't much compared to an angry guy with a giant spear.
Kaine!
Oh, you're kidding me!
Thank you!
Kaine!
You know, it occurs to me that a lot of this sounds really familiar. Oh well.
Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
No! Kaine! Get back.
What is that?
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
Back to Berserker Kaine.
Look at Kaine's shade!
I am.
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
I'm also doing that.
Kaine! Please come back!
Now, somewhat interestingly, and a bit weirdly, given how the boss is going to be structured now,
Magic is required against this foe.
Tyron has absolutely nothing to say during this. It seems a bit weird to not include any of his commentary about finally getting some free reign of her body, although I imagine it's hard to commentate on anything when you're stun-locked.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
Just for you, kid.
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is, we're gonna get you back! I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away!
All right. All right. Stop crying. Thank you. I'm all right.
Poor Gretel. Things could have gone better for him. So here's a fun one. You hand Pope with a key, and she basically says that she's figured out the cipher on it. And somehow from this cipher, air quotes, I feel really stupid doing them, nobody can see me, she's figured out what the key looks like, what the constituent parts of the key look like, and what those constituent parts of the key are called. Obviously she has a very good reason for knowing all of this, and I kind of like how they basically play off the fact that you're not going to question it because she's the mentor character. She should know this stuff, and be able to pass it on to you as a quest. Obviously she's, lying. A lot. But it's kind of neat. How you don't even question it because it happens so often in other games, and then this just comes out of nowhere, and you just kind of shrug it off. I mean, you know, this just happens. It's how games work. Nothing weird about this at all. Right then. It's just note on side quest progress. These are 2 kids that we saved from their abusive drunken father. Still hanging out in the library, which is good. So what I opted for was again the same thing that I did last time, heading to the junk heap first, because that's... You go there, you set off the events, you run over the forest of myth, you finish that, then you go back to the junk heap. However, before we get back to the storyline, I have to address something that the game has been pestering me about for quite some time.